Alaikum salam.
Alaikum salam.
I'm Muhammad Shafiuddin. Brother, please correct me if I'm wrong. The concept of God, belief in Christianity, will lead to the crimes and will not promote the peace between the human being. And also, please share your experience about the Christian, how they are thinking. The Christ died for sins. Christ, they also believe Christ as a God, and also at the same time, he died also. How can this world survive without the God?
I think we're limited to one question.
That's right, one question, yes.
I'll answer the first one. I'll try to answer the first one. Isn't it true? I think the sense of that first question is that isn't it true that the Christian concept of God tends to lead to crime? I would answer this in this particular way, that our responsibility, I'm not answering directly, I'll say it in the front. Our responsibility, as I understand it from the Quran, and I'm not a mufassir, I'm not a scholar of Quran or Islam, my area really is comparative religions. But my understanding is that our role is to call people to Islam and to call them in ways that are ahsan, the ways that are best. And my advice to all of us, and to myself first, because I'm closer, my mouth is closer to my ears, is that when we approach the Christians, that we try not to accuse them. You know, we try to show them, when I talk to them, I try to show them as best I can that these things that you say about Jesus Christ, if you use your own sources, these things you say about Christmas, if you use your own sources, these things you say about Easter, if you use your own sources, are not true. Because I think that approaching them and saying that your belief in God is, you know, all the problems of the world come from there, is sort of what they're doing to the Muslims right now. Every time, you know, we have something going on in the world that has to do with terror, they want to blame it on Islam. And so I think a more wise approach to Christians is to say, come, let's sit together, and I think the Quran says that, and let's say that we should worship one God, and let's look at how you worship one God and how we worship one God. I think this is a better approach. I don't want to hazard, honestly, an argument that your concept of God has led to the problems in the world, because the reality of it all is that you can start around the finger pointing. And so look what the Muslims did here, look what the Christians did here. But this is not the point. Our point, like Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, is a witness to all humanity. We are witnesses. We're witnesses for, Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, is a witness for the Muslims, and we're witnesses for mankind. And my understanding to that, or humankind, my understanding of that is that we are excellent role models. And if you've done any teaching, there's an old saying in the United States, you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. And so I wouldn't approach the matter in that way. Allahu A'lam.
Jazakallah khair. Please be reminded.